Okay, welcome, guys. As we continue our countdown to the World Cup, we start looking at the squad list. Many countries are beginning to release their final squad list. I think it started all with Brazil when Ancelotti announced a 26-man squad, headlined by the inclusion of Neymar. Yes, Neymar made it to the Brazil team, made it to that 26-man squad that will represent Brazil for the World Cup. What an interesting time. A lot of fans got involved. So many people wanted to see Neymar back to the Brazil team. While some other people were concerned about his match fitness and other stuff like that. I think it was all driven by emotion because Neymar is a special player. We love Neymar, and we would love to see Neymar once again at the World Cup. But we'll see how that goes. We are not here to talk about Brazil. We are here talking about England. England, an interesting one. Yesterday, Thomas Tuchel, the England coach, released his final 26-man squad. And that squad have, driven a lot of controversy, a lot of talking points, looking at that squad, who is there, who's supposed to be there, and who is not supposed to be there. And I'm telling you, if you go out there, talk to people, everybody have different opinion. And it's expected, there will never be a way to release or any 26 players that you will release that will satisfy everybody. There will always be, one person who will disagree. So it's normal. It's normal. I have my reservation, and I'm here to share my own opinion on the England squad. It's a pretty decent squad. England is blessed with a bunch of, very great players, especially having the best league in the world, the EPL. So I can imagine what the challenge Thomas Tuchel have to go through to come up with a 26 players. So it's not an easy task. But one thing that that stand out to me on that squad list is the um, you know, Cole Palmer not being on that squad. I mean, that is the shock of my life. Like, why would Cole Palmer not be in an England squad? And I understand. Don't get me wrong. He had a terrible season. He didn't play well. The players who are on that list all deserve it. But honestly, personally, I think Cole Palmer should have been granted a slot on that squad for my own reason, being that Cole Palmer, as we know, English or the entire English or present England players remains one of the most talented players in England. One of the you know technical players England have right now, and you cannot go to a major tournament like the World Cup without a technical player. You have a lot of mercenaries out there, physical players, players who will only move the ball from point A to point B, but they don't see. They don't have that foresight to see in between spaces. You need that kind of player, in your team. Kupama might be having a very bad game, but he's intelligent. The boy is super intelligent. On a good day, he will deliver. Kupama can, give you passes or give you the kind of play that will open up defense. And you don't. I don't see that. I look at the midfield. The people they have on the midfield. Eberichi is a very good player, but not technical enough. You look at Declan Rice again. He's a physical player. He's going to be very good at that defensive midfield, but Declan Rice, and then yeah, he can shoot. If he has a chance, he can take a shot that can win a game. But apart from that, as far as midfield is concerned, I haven't seen any of those. How many assists? How many of those true passes, penetrating passes, passes that break the defense line? That is missing. Then who is the other guy? Rogers and then Anderson. And then people ask, why? Where will Kopama? Who will he drop? To bring in Kopama. What is Jordan Anderson going to the work? And Jordan Henderson, what is he going to the World Cup to do? You have Declan Rice, you have Anderson, the guy from Nottingham Forest. Those two are already defensive players. You have two. Then you added Henderson, making three defensive midfielders that you are taking to the World Cup. Are you going to the World Cup to play defense? I don't get it. The World Cup is a tournament that you have to score goals. You have to score goals to progress. and you are going with three defensive midfielders. I don't see any attacking midfielder there. Rogers and Eberichi is not a forceful attacking midfielder, if you ask me. He's not. I know he's a good player. He won Premier League with Arsenal, but he's not for me. You know. So then even if you can drop Henderson and bring in leave that slot for Kopama. So if let's say you get to the tournament, yeah, you lose Declan Rice to injury, which you and I know is not going to happen. He's a very healthy player and a very careful player. He's not injury prone. So, but let's say he got injured and you say, who else will I play? Okay, you have the Anderson. Let's say Anderson get a red card. Now you lost two of them. So who do I play? You have a Kobe Maino, who is also can also play that. Okay, so you don't trust Kobe Maino. You have Reece James. Reece James have played defensive midfield for Chelsea, this past season. I would say he didn't do so bad. He can manage in that defensive midfield. He can, cover up at that point. So there are a couple of options for him. I believe he would have dropped Henderson, who have been to the World Cup a couple of times, drop him and bring this, grant that slot to Kopama. Kopama is a technical player. He's the kind of player that on a good day, he will, change the whole game for you. And mind you, the World Cup is not Premier League. It's not a league game. World Cup is a tournament, and every tournament has a spirit. It comes with its own spirit. There is a spirit in a tournament. I strongly believe if you take Kupama to the World Cup, he will get that, that he will feel that vibe. He will feel that spirit of the tournament, and he will get back to his feet. And you want Kopama, you know, on his feet. You don't want to miss Kopama when Kopama is ready to ball. We know what this guy can do. It's very sad, honestly. For me, that's the biggest shock, that squad. Some people have said um Maguire should be on the squad. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, probably should have given Maguire. Maguire, brings some sense of leadership at that defense line. I think he's relying on John Stones to do that. Well, I hope that works well. I would prefer Maguire to lead the defense line, but then the Man City guy, Foden, missing. Quite unfortunate, a talented player, but yeah, it is what it is. But for me, the most shock, if you ask me, I would drop Jordan Henderson for Cole Palmer. But let me know what you guys think. Again, it's a great squad. I wish England well. Their first game against Croatia, very crucial match. If they lose that game, now they'll be under serious pressure. But luckily enough, they played their next game against Ghana in Boston and then face Panama, which it looks like a game England should be able to win, get those 6 points. But they lose to Croatia, they will be under pressure, especially playing against Ghana. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. And yeah,